Hey guys, it's Evan here and welcome back to another video, and welcome to the final video of what I have personally been considering my backlog project. Now basically what that is, as a lot of you have probably noticed, I've been getting through a lot of old stuff that I've had on my hands that I've been meaning to show off, in some cases for years, and just have never gotten around to. And luckily, in a weird way, thanks to the whole stay-at-home order that's currently going on, I was able to finally get all those videos done. And I was kind of trying to figure out what would be a good way to end this series, because everything going forward after this point is all going to be current projects that I am actively working on, or cosplays that I'm actively working towards making. And I figured what better way to kind of close off that whole thing than to show you guys, once again, the costume that basically rocketed this entire channel off. This is another look at my Amazing Spider-Man 1 Zentai suit modification. Let's get on into this. Yep, so here it is, everybody. Once again, the costume that started it all. Now, for those of you that don't know, this was my original Amazing Spider-Man 1 costume, and now this is not a dye sublimation suit. This is actually a colored fabric Zentai suit, and I can actually show you guys what this looks like plain. Give me 1 second. So when this costume came in, it originally looked like this one, minus the painting I've already done to this costume. And you can really see what a difference from going from that just plain red fabric to this entire puff paint mod that I did. And the funny story behind this costume was this was originally going to be a test suit. I was originally going to then remod everything into that one over there, but I wound up just going, and this thing really became some of my proudest work still to date. Here we are, 6 years after making this thing, and it's still, God, it's still some of my proudest work. Now the gloves, originally on the first costume, they had no detail on them. I had to paint them myself. And you can go back in some of my older videos and really see this. And obviously I then eyeballed all of the puff paint on this costume. These loops on the blue and on the red, all of that was hand done. And then of course we have my 3D printed web shooters here. These have definitely seen better days. I really do want to redo all the gears on this at some point. And of course the then detached mask. The lenses on this were created out of these sunglasses that were produced around the same time as the first movie. I was able to basically cut these out. I have a video of this here on the channel, basically modding these to cut off all the extra bits, painting around the lenses in blue, and then gluing them onto the actual mask. And then of course here's a quick look once again at that beautiful, beautiful back spider, which I, of course, hand painted. The paint has gotten a little bit darker with time, but it still looks absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, the pride and joy of this entire costume, the ASIC Dirt Dog 3s. These are the accurate shoes, the exact same shoes that were used on the movie costume. And of course, they're a little bit battle damaged, a little bit scuffed. It was one of my very first cosplay works. I didn't do the cleanest job, but I'm still really, really proud, and I absolutely love these shoes to death. And yeah, with that little thing showed off, let's go ahead, throw the costume on. All right, guys, here it is. Here I am fully suited up in this costume, and honestly, I haven't worn this thing in quite some time, and it still feels absolutely fantastic. Like, this suit, like, among all of the costumes I've done over all the years, this thing here is still my absolute proudest work. And you can really see how that puff paint, reflects in the sun, everything like that. Now, one of those things I've always thought about is always doing another Amazing Spider-Man costume, like doing it as a proper dye sub, all that kind of stuff. But, like, at the same time, I don't really want to replace this, on top of the fact that, the puff painting is time consuming, and getting it screen printed would cost a fortune. But yeah, this thing is still just my absolute proudest work. Now the web shooters are a little low. Pulling this thing on and not having wrist zips is kind of annoying, and it messes with the magnet thing, so I left them where they are. And then angling it down, here you can see the shoes. Right on there, the ASIC Dirt Dog 3s. I wear a neoprene sock inside of this to keep the shoe shape on that. Look at that. God, I just love how this suit looks with these shoes. Now to give you guys a quick look at how this looks with the mask. Now, I never wore a face shell with this suit. The funny thing is, the way these lenses are shaped, even when I tried to wear a face shell, they never worked with a face shell just because these conform so perfectly to my face. Luckily, I like to think I have a good Spidey face shape, so let's go ahead and throw the mask on once again. And there we go, you guys. Let's do some adjusting here. And there we go. That is the mask. Now I think depending on how I look, sometimes you can kind of see my neck. But that's just a result of the Zentai suit detach mask. But yeah, this thing is... I mean, look at this thing, guys. This is one of my proudest works to date among everything that I've done. And you can really see how good that reflection is. Like, look, that's the camera. Like, these lenses are fantastic. Anyways, you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys have been enjoying this whole backlog project that I'm now finally finished with. And really, this channel can now push forward and I can do stuff that I'm currently working on and that sort of a thing. And now, don't you guys worry, this flow of videos isn't going to stop. Just so you guys have a little bit of an idea of what I'm working with, I have enough content to upload a video every single day through the rest of this month, through the month of May. After that, it's probably going to slow down a little bit. I'm still going to try to pretty consistently bring out videos. It's just going to have to slow down because, well, I'm going to run out of stuff to work on, and I got to figure out what exactly I want to do with this channel moving forward. But I think it's going to be exciting, and obviously I want to still bring out content for you guys and keep my YouTube channel going. And just for a second to talk about the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, like, this thing, it looks so good, and although I've always thought about, like I've said earlier in the video, I've always thought about redoing this costume as a dye sub, really I think the one thing I'm going to do is just get like a mask display or something, because in my mind, this suit is so perfect, and if I were to do it, I want to do it to perfection, and really nothing out there really satisfies how happy this costume makes me, aside from, I mean, this, my original costume. Anyways, you guys, that is it. Remember to check out all my social media links. That stuff is down in the description below. If you like these videos, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And with that, remember to stay frosty, and I will see you all in the next video.